Hey folks, this is Strudelog, also known as North Georgia Mountain Fruit Grower. It's a cool rainy day this morning. I planned on to be out working, but I decided inside, Django, be quiet. There's the dehydrator there. A lot of these persimmons have went through there. A lot more are going through. I picked quite a few fruit yesterday. Most of this was picked yesterday. Some of it was picked a while back and been in the refrigerator. But I think I got about 20 cultivars, something or such here today. Of the, I don't know, I probably have about 40 cultivars or at least 40 trees. Some of them may actually be the same. You get into these non-astringents and it's really hard to tell what's what. That's why I have some of my little cheat sheets here. Got some dehydrated ones I've dehydrated there. But let's start off here. This is the Fuyu that's sold by L.E. Cook. Nice big fruit. It's a West Coast tree, so I think that pretty much means it's probably Giro. That's what they sell as Fuyu over there, and I think actually L.E. Cook says that. Right back of it here is a few leftover little Rosie Incas. My Josie Inca tree was loaded this year, and I dehydrated a bunch of them. In fact, there's a bag of them dehydrated over there. This is, well, it was definitely sold as Fuyu, these four, and I believe it probably is actually the true Fuyu. Not sure. Really big, nice fruit. Here's probably the only American I have left going yet. The little Morris Burton. It's a very nice little tree. In fact, it rates highest, one of the highest for pure taste on Americans. Young tree. The deer got most of them. I've got that out in my back pasture. There's one of them hanging on. Most of the Americans are done by now. This is, well, I can't really call it an unknown. I got it listed as unknown. It was from Just Fruits and Exotics. It's a non-astringent that had its label lost. It's probably one of the Giro family. Not sure. It's hard to tell on them. Here's Hollow River. It's an astringent. They're not soft yet, but I've been dehydrating a bunch of them. Well, some of them have been soft. These aren't. These are the ones I picked yesterday. It's a nice non-astringent. Gets beautiful color. Tree's very productive. Kind of a tall growing tree though. Got a couple Great Wall here left. I picked most of them up at my cabin a while back. It's a very cold hardy khaki. Maybe for me it's experience being the most cold hardy khaki I've got. Next to it, some Fuyus. Those aren't good examples of Fuyu. There again, all the Fuyu from my trees here. I love Fuyu so much. I pretty much ate everything as it got ripe. These were packed up at my cabin a couple weeks ago because I don't make it up there that often, and they'd have probably been gone or passed by the time I made it up there. I've had them in the fridge. I pull them out and let them ripen. They're better just plumping up. They do show those lines, but when they ripen, they usually plump up and really nice fruit. Right beside it here is a Nikita's Gift, the last one for the year. Boy, what a pretty fruit on the tree. I love that, and it's cold hardy too. I like the Nikita's Gift a lot. It sets tons of fruit and drops for me. The only year it really didn't drop is I had a pollinator and I removed that, so I may have to get something back or start another Nikita's Gift where I have pollinators. Here's a Okigosho. Got labels on some of these. It's a little bit different than the other non-astringents. It's a smaller, rounder fruit. This isn't a real good example of it, but it's all I have on it left. I think I got a couple others, but that tree's not producing much for me. Tampan, another one I picked from the cabin. It's not even ripe yet. I picked a few. I need to get up there. That tree produces a lot for me. There'll probably be a bushel on the tree maybe when I get up there, but I picked a few. because I was sending out some samples to folks. They weren't ready. They probably weren't even ripened up enough to be prime, but I mean, I wanted to pick them and give them a shot at them anyway. Matsumoto was Fuyu. These are, actually I've had these in the fridge. Most have trees here, but there's those picked from my cabin too. I had a bunch of them. I love this tree. It's very good tasting. It's a sport bud of Fuyu, but it's earlier ripening. They're a little redder than the others. It's an earlier ripened tree, and I've had them in storage for a while too. And here beside it, I've got Gayambo. It's a non-astringent, really nice big fruit. My trees aren't that old yet. I don't get that much production on them, but a lot of people really like that tree, and I'm beginning to see why. Here's one. I think it came labeled as, I don't know, I took the labels off both the trees I got from this PMG place. One of them was supposed to be Seijo, and it most certainly wasn't Seijo. This, I think, is regular Fuyu. I don't know. Again, those non-astringents are hard to tell. If I didn't have labels and I put them in the basket, I wouldn't be able to tell half my fruit from the other fruit, and a lot of them taste very similar. In fact, persimmons, you're not going to find as much variability as you do some other fruit, especially in the non-astringents. If they're ripened to the same degree, they're going to taste very similar to me. Of course, you can have a great one and a bad one, but that may be right off the same tree. Some of them, it depends on what level they were picked at and what ripeness they developed, how many fruit the tree was carrying, which I need to learn to manage better. I let some of my trees carry too many fruit, but it's a nice fruit. And here I've got a couple of the Korean non-astringents. These are Tampan. Not Tamapan. Tamapan was back there, the acorn-shaped thing. Well, the thing with the cap on it. This is Tamcam. I actually got Tamcam from different places. I've got it grafted from UC Davis. I think this is one here. Yeah, UC Davis. And this is from Just Fruits. They looked a little different, so not sure exactly what's going on there. We'll let the trees mature a little bit and see what happens. This is Guangyang. I'm not sure if that even fruited for me. This may be the first year I'm getting a few fruit off it. It's a really small tree, but seems to be a nice fruit as well. Now here is what I call my Gayambo nut. It's another non-astringent, but it was sold to me as Gayambo from Just Fruits. It proved not to be, but sometimes there's a blessing where you don't expect it. It's it just gets covered. I mean, you can see how, and they're all big, nice fruit. That's some from that tree. I probably got twice that much off a small tree. I don't know. I still have a few on the tree. I've picked some already. It just gets covered, and the fruit size really doesn't diminish that much. Whatever it is, it's a winner. It may be Hanafuyu or maybe one of the Jiros. I don't know. I'll probably never know for sure. All I know is I like it. Here's a lost label from another non-astringent. I think it's one of the Itchies. Maybe not Itchy. I don't know. But it was a grafted tree, lost label, non-astringent. It's a nice tree. I really like it as well. In fact, it may be the same as this, but I don't know. Sometimes tree location, you can have the same tree and produces a little bit different looking fruit. All of you guys that grow one or two fruits and think that, okay, I can identify that, I got some news for you. It's not all that easy. Once you've seen one Fuyu, you haven't seen every Fuyu. Plus, particularly since the fact that Fuyu has been used generically to describe a lot of non-astringent trees. Strudelog, that's actually Strudelog. I am not really Strudelog. No, that's not Strudelog, that's Django. Strudelog's dead. Here's Itchy Kajiro, another one of the Jiros. Nice, nice tree. Like it a lot. Here's some of dehydrated, some of my fruit trees. This is actually tannin ash, one I dry a lot of. Here's some of the rosy incas I've dehydrated. There's a lot of nice persimmons, but for those of you guys that are like one of everything, and I guess I fall into that category. Actually, no, I fall in the category I want several of everything. I don't think you're going to find the variability in persimmons that you do some other fruit. So if you want to grow them all, that's fine. If you just want to find a couple non-astringent, a couple astringent that work for you in your climate, for their tree form and such, that's good. But go back to this guy. Today this year I'm gonna label the King Crown the Guyambo Knot as the best producing tree for me. Strudel log out, rainy morning, North Georgia mountains. Have a great day.